Hey guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to transfer your profile and save data information from your old Nintendo Switch 1 to your new Nintendo Switch 2 during the setup process. You can transfer data from your original Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2. This is what I'm going to do. If you don't need to do this, you can obviously click on Don't Transfer, but I'm going to select where it says Start System Transfer. If you have a micro SD Express memory card, you can insert it into the system at this point. You don't need to do this at this point in time, so we're going to skip over this. And now I'm going to sign in to my Nintendo Switch account. So I'm going to click A on that. You can scan your QR code and sign into your Nintendo Switch account onto your phone. And then there's also other sign-in methods if you'd like to check those out. You can just manually enter in your Nintendo Switch account email, password, and sign in that way as well. So I've signed into my Nintendo Switch account and I'm going to click OK on that. Now we want to move the system and the source system console together to transfer data. My new system, I'm going to move it close to it, and then I'm going to click A on Next. And then we're going to connect the AC adapter to start downloading data. So I plugged in the system with the power adapter plugging it into the wall. I've brought the systems close together, so what I need to do is open up the home menu, then select the system settings, system, and then system transfer to the Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm going to do that on my Nintendo Switch 1. So I'm going to click on system settings, scroll down all the way to the bottom to find where it says system. And then almost all the way at the bottom, you should find where it says system transfer to Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm going to click A on that, and then next. And then I've made sure that my Nintendo Switch 2 is nearby, so I click done on that. You can read over this information, and if all looks good, we can go all the way down to the bottom and then click A on next. And the saved data from this system is going to be removed from this Nintendo Switch and transferred over to the Nintendo Switch 2. I would like to transfer over that saved data, so I'm going to click A on next. And now it wants me to connect the AC adapter to this switch, so I'm going to do that. And now we can see that the systems are in each other's vicinity. So I'm gonna move back over and click A on where it says Start Download. So I switched the power cord back to the Nintendo Switch 2. I actually took it out of the first Nintendo Switch and then clicked Continue. And now it's starting the transfer process. Ideally, it wants both systems plugged in to power, but in this instance, I was able to get it to go with doing it this way. But I'm not too concerned about it because I have 100% charge on the Nintendo Switch 1. So it should have more than enough power to go through this transfer process. And on the original Nintendo Switch, it says that the data has been sent, so I can click OK on that. And now my system is being set up here on the Nintendo Switch 2 after the data transfer. System transfer is complete, so I'm going to click OK on that. And it says the theme color from the original source will be carried over, so I'm going to click OK. The setup is now complete, so we're going to click the Home button. And that takes us over to the homepage of the Nintendo Switch 2, which actually looks very familiar to what I had previously on the Nintendo Switch 1. So we can see that it has successfully carried over that account information and saved data.